Simpson. And Japan have gone absent without leave. This is Whitmore. Hall and Gale both available. It's still Whitmore. It is the Reggae Boys who take the lead.
Ballchat. Greetings, football lovers. Welcome to Ballchat podcast. As Eric Ten Hag has reappeared in Junior's background, I am Benton. Junior, Wagwan family.
We survived.
He survived. I mean, you're blocking his head, but you're blocking his face. But, I mean, Manchester United happy for the point. So, henceforth, you brought the Eric Ten Hag background into the screen.
Hey, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death.
Amen.
We shall.
Well, I guess Liverpool fans just cut out your microphone because your audio just drop out. Beat him, Liverpool fans. Don't let him pass around here and come talk the foolishness. Welcome to Ball Chat Podcast as we review some of the week's major news in the world of football. The number one football recap show all across this earth. New images up front, ballers and bugs. The legendary, the magnificent, the magisterial King Pele and the magisterial King Diego Armando Cokehead Maradona. Time for we take off some little idiot off of the screen. Messi, go and hold a seat.
Check.
Ballers and bugs segment highlighting as Junior work on his audio.
You still can't hear me?
I can hear you, Junior. Let's keep that audio just the way it is. We can hear you now. But as you were saying, family.
I shall fear no evil.
You are Eric Ten Hag.
For the Hag is with me. Veron and his staff, they comfort me. That's why I put on a night. I can't put on a night.
Yeah, though I walk to the valley of...
Hey, though I walk to the valley of Onana and death.
Valley of Anfield or whatever.
I did not walk alone.
All right, let's get to our football recap, football family. We got Ballers and Bugs segment at the top of the show. Then we're gonna recap the week that was in EPL, weekend that was in EPL action. Take a look at this Liverpool versus Manchester United game. I was another disappointing Liverpool game. We'll deal with that later on. Big up Sean, aka Countryman. Sean says, I will fear no evil. I don't know if it's a Manchester United evil or is Liverpool evil. I don't know which one.
I think it's a referee evil.
It's a referee evil. All right, so we have EPL roundup, La Liga roundup. We're going to get our thoughts on what's going on with Xavi. Xavi was cross, angry, and miserable at the post-match presser as Barcelona dropped points against Valencia. We're going to JFF election is upcoming now. And Junior's brethren, Raymond Anderson, released his manifesto, aka his platform. We're going to get your thoughts, Junior, and on the platform, the manifesto, and the outlook for one, Mr. Raymond Anderson, going up against Michael Ricketts. We're going to get our final thoughts on Champions League group stages, group games, and week that was in Champions League. Ballers and Bugs. Football family, big up to all the subscribers, big up to all the new listeners, big up to all the regulars. Thank you as always. Send on your ballers. Engineer, who do you have? Ballers, highlight, impressive players of the week, family.
All right, and we will never make light of this situation. We saw what happened with Lockyer when he collapsed on the field. My ultimate baller of the week is going to go to the players and the staff that quickly reacted to when Lockyer collapsed on the field. It could have been devastating. And hats off to the medical staff that they saved a man's life on the field, and it's bigger than football. And I have my opinions that I'm going to share later, but for right now, big up Lockyer, big up his family. get well soon, but hats off. Ballers to the players that reacted quickly, the ballers to the medical staff. It was a frightening moment on the field, and it almost felt like everybody was well prepared for that situation. That's my first baller. After that, my next baller,
Yeah, lively up the ballers of the week, no, brother. I mean, the man that saved last year's life, and we want to lively up that. So, lively up the ballers of the week, brother.
Well, I have to put my heart in it.
Yo, you just a try. You wait for Liverpool, man, them, you know. I remember them, you know. Get to your ballers. Come on, we soon get to you. Big up yourself. Come on, we soon get to you.
That's my baller, Ballchat. The way the staff reacted. But we can't get to nobody else. I think we'll
big up Sam Billings. Sam Billings from Bournemouth. Very proactive, very aggressively rushed to Tom's assistant and aggressively called the staff on. So big up ballers of the week, Junior, highlighting the players and the medical staff of saving one Mr. Tom Lakier's life, cardiac arrest. Second cardiac arrest, test is ongoing. Wish him and his family all the best. Good luck, family, good luck. Come on, Wagwan, my fancy friend.
But there, I know, Wagwan.
Well, so, I'm glad to hear your voice because today is going to be a wild day.
Listen, oh my gosh. Anyways, so for me, my ballers will have to be Arsenal. Arsenal keep grinding out results, and I'm a little bit surprised. Villa for surpassing my expectations for this season. Hats off to Emery and Villa players for getting Villa into a pole position that I wish my team was in. Everton, even though Everton was deducted 10 points, Everton is showing up some teams will spend billions of dollars. So Everton, Villa, and Arsenal are actually my ballers of this week.
All right, big up to the family. Big up Dalton. Dalton Stewart says ballers, Neverton and Bournemouth and Luton medical staff. Reggie says he didn't see. Reggie said here Ballchat, ballers, Bayer Leverkusen still undefeated and cruising. And the man have the audacity, Junior, to say King Kai Havertz as his baller and Everton. Junior, you want to touch that one? King Kai.
Look, I'm still keeping my heart in the ballers. We'll soon start with the Bucks then.
Come on, King Kai. You want to touch that one there? You going to give him the crown yet?
I will give him the crown when Arteta turned him into a prolific goal scorer. What is it? 4 goals? If Jackson never have the hat trick, I would say Kai Havertz has show up Jackson, but it's tight. Remember last season I said to somebody that I wouldn't be surprised if Arteta turned Germany's left back into a prolific striker. And now we see Kai Havertz helping Arsenal. Well, I forgive people the due when it is due to them. If he wasn't scoring, if he was missing consistently, if he was the bug Kai Havertz of Chelsea, then I would say yes. But he's actually helping Arsenal when they need it. So, I forgive him a little bit of prop. It's early still. He might just finish the season on 4 goals, but we shall see.
So you're not going to give the king crown as
I must give him king with 4
as Arsenal
with 4 goals. Absolutely not. Listen, this is the thing with Arsenal fans. Last season we saw it, right? I see him with them carry on with them excitement. And at the end of the season, some man talk about, I never did want the Premier League anywhere. Champions League me want. Like, okay. So I now pay Arsenal fans no mind. Kai Havertz cannot be crowned king until he scores double digits and Arsenal wins the Premier League.
Big up Sean. Sean says he didn't see any significant outstanding performance that moved the needle this week. So no ballers from Sean. All right, running my ballers. Bunny Shaw, hat trick. Man City, Bun, big up yourself. Bunny Shaw, go on, do your thing. And this youth, Mohamed Kudus, I go and do him thing. He's quietly under the radar scoring goals for West Ham. 2 good goals today. Lucas Paqueta has found somebody that he can deliver the ball to and who will score goals. So big up to Mohamed Kudus. Big up yourself. And don't look now, but we're going to give a ball off the way to the Balloni side, Bologna, in the Serie A. Bologna is sitting in 4th position. Defeated Roma today. Thiago Motta and Bologna. Big up in yourself. Ballers of the week for me. All right, Bugs, running in. Come on, Bugs, ladies first. Who you have? Unimpressive players.
I don't really have any unimpressive players today. No, just I mean, listen, it's an infestation of bugs, and Sean is right. Nobody really had standout games today, so they're not are not. If we call bugs, we're not gonna leave from yourself. 2 major bugs for me is Jose Moreno. He continues to embarrass players. And I understand as a coach, if someone's not following instructions or directions, you are supposed to pull them. But how can you put on Renato Sanchez and pull him off within 18 minutes? Like, it's not like say he was the worst player on the pitch. I don't like that from a coach. That means you don't know strategy. You don't know what you're planning on doing. You're wasting a sub right there. And I think he did it to embarrass the young man. Second of all, the former president of what the boy name of a Jamaican player name? I don't know, but the club name. You know the club. His name is Farouk Koka. That is the president, the former president of Top Flight Turkish Soccer Club, for thumping the referee straight in his face because his team, the other team equalized in the 97th minute. So he ran on the pitch, thumped the referee in his face, and kick up the referee. And I'm glad he got banned for life. He's going to be fined some money. The Turkish games have been suspended. I think they're trying to figure it out. Turkey is always a dangerous place for me. What is Sifa's team? Ronaldo Sifas's team. So that's also in limbo. And I have
Kuku.
Yes, thank you very much. And so I have to say, when people talk about stoppage time, and I have a problem too. I always say the referee them have too much leeway. Stoppage time is what you see on there is the minimum time, a stoppage time. If we see 90 plus 5, the minimum time that can be played is an additional 5 minutes. It's up to the referee's discretion to add time. People always say, no, you can't add time and add it time. Yes, you absolutely can. So if in that 5 minutes, you and your team want to dive like fishes on the pitch, waste time doing substitutions, goal celebrations, argue with the referee, of course they're going to add time. So for him to say the referee deliberately played the game until the team equalized is a fallacy, and I hate when they do it, and I'm glad he got penalized. So he is my biggest bug of the week.
Junior, we wish somebody to kick in their face. When the assistant referee never kick Mr. Farouk Kuka in their face. Can't thump the referee. Bugs for you, Junior.
You cannot thump that referee. And these are the views of Junior Pringle and not the views of Benton or Cameron or any non-Manchester United fan.
Benton, wait, you said that referee. Oh my God, Benton.
You cannot punch that referee. But the referee, if I was Diogo Dalot, me not thump a referee today. I mean,
hold on. We just say you can't thump a referee.
You cannot thump that referee.
He said that referee. So that means you can't thump that one, but you can thump others.
You can't thump the idiot that ref the Man U Liverpool game today. I mean, the 2 yellow cards was just ridiculous. Mm-hmm. I mean, and I understand the letter of the law. And speaking of the letter of the law, there are some rules in football that need to change. We saw what happened in the Rennes game. The call is right? And come on, I 100% agree with you before you say it. The call is right. The law needs to change. And what I'm talking about is if a player takes a free kick or a penalty, and that player is the first person to touch the ball after kicking it, it is an indirect free kick in the opposite direction. that caused Rennes a point in the UEL, in the Europa League. That should have never happened. Should have never happened. It's an archaic rule. It's a dumb rule. There are some rules in football that we need to change. That's one of the rules that need to change. And I'm going to say too, the same referee when more thumping them face, I think that referee should have given a penalty to them. Liverpool should have gotten a penalty. Another rule that needs to change. So my bugs are the archaic rules. The stupid referee want to thump in them face to get 2 yellow card. And also, come on, you give Jose the bug. I'm giving it to Renato Sanchez, the bug. You are down 2-0. And you are chasing the game. And you come on at halftime. And within 18 minutes you're walking, come off of the field. You're a bug. Get your behind off of the field. And we need to stop babying these players. Speaking of babying players, Virgil van Dijk, after the game, only one team wanted to win today. Dude, you had an opportunity to win the game and go to top of the league. And you blame Manchester United for not giving you guys a good game? Shut the hell up. Pep Guardiola, you drop points yesterday, how much games straight? Well, if it's Manchester City and we draw, then something wrong with City. Liverpool don't win nothing, true. Arsenal don't win nothing, true. Manchester United don't win nothing for a while, true. But people don't complain. But people complain about, Pep, you heavy is the head that wear the crown. Shut up. We don't chat too much. We even just cut off the internet from these people, man. When the game done, take off the internet. We're done.
Thank you. And by the way, those are the views of Junior, not Ballchat.
Hey, look here. I was going to tell you, please, to put in that. Junior, I disagree with whatever you just said. We're not going to top no referee. I don't care, even if the ones that we don't like and we don't agree with. And I agree 100% with that, the 2 yellow card and back to back. I have had to do the same thing to coaches back to back for their parents. You're out there, you can't be on a certain place on the sideline. I tell you to move, descent, bloop. Coach get it. By the time I turn around again, the boy call me a loser, bloop. Coach get a next yellow card, bloop, it's a red. Coach, parking lot. We don't know what this young man said, and I understand why they're saying that dissent is something that they're going to card hard. That's what I saw in the correspondence, because players and coaches were getting away with abusing the referees. And I get it. My sister asked me, can't you have emotions again? Of course, emotions play football. You have to have emotions. If you don't have emotions in this game, you don't love the game. You're not passionate enough. But we don't know what he said. For example, if I make a call and somebody say, come on, ref, that is not dissent. Ref, are you blind? That is dissent. So, you sit to me and say, you're blind, are you dumb, are you stupid, or what? That's dissent. So that's a yellow card. And if I show you a yellow card after you ask me if I am dumb, and then by the time me push the yellow card in my pocket, you turn around again and call me an idiot, what am I supposed to do? It's a next yellow card. So, yes, you can be emotional, and yes, the referees have all right to card dissent, and that's what happened today. And I don't blame him 100%. I bet you next week, him not play next week. I bet you the following week, when you see Michael Oliver, him whisper under him breath or him walk somewhere else. So, Junior, I agree with some rules. Some rules are so dumb. I mean, like, dumb. In my class, I argue all the time. But for dissent, they're clamping down on dissent because of how wild it gets sometimes. So tell your boy, say, next time him can't talk sideways to Michael Oliver. And before we say Michael Oliver is biased, we would be lying if we say so, because Michael Oliver hates every club, and this is my view, because we're unbehave, and he hates every player. So today, that card was warranted.
Well, a card under you. Jeremy and Levy said, the ref get a bug. I must be Manchester United fan. Ballers and Bug segment, we segue into recap the Manchester United versus Liverpool game. Junior, you want to highlight some comments? Before we highlight the comments, my bugs. All the players who picked up red cards these last few days, just forget the break. Just forget time off. Raul Jimenez, Fulham. The brother, he wanted some time off. There is no way that Raul Jimenez decided that he wanted to play football over the Christmas period. Jumping at man for no reason, pick up a red card, go on a yard. Bissouma, next one. Want another red card so he can take off time off. Go on a yard. All the players who are looking for vacation with these red cards. I would put in man Mr. Diego Dallo and I see them both. Red card, vacation, them a look. Junior, comments you want to highlight, family?
Yeah, Jeremy, I'm talking about the handballer Luke Shaw. I think that should have been a penalty, personally. I hate the rule in England. It should be like you in Europe. Sean says, come on, still say an idiot card to them, but will not agree with Junior for touching the ref. And saying he made Arsenal the most. He's talking about Oliver. And see, Jeremy said, I agree with me, the ref get a beating. It's a Michael Oliver.
Jeremy,
That's not what he said. That's not what he said.
Yo,
he said.
Ref can't get a beat, no?
So come on, and referees are humans. Let's take Michael Oliver out of the great confines of England. Let's say he got a FIFA badge. And FIFA said, well, you know what? You're going to go referee a game in CONMEBOL. And we'll give you Colombia versus Ecuador. Oh, and guess what? Ecuador need a draw for reach World Cup. Colombia just need for win. It's 0-0 and Diaz broke away at the 18-yard box and drop. And now you, Mr. Michael Oliver, run over now and say, oh, you're diving, take a yellow card. And Diaz said, oh my God, they'll give me a yellow card. Oh, wait, you take a next yellow card. You think Oliver will walk off the field at that point?
No, I'm gonna need security. But what I like with Michael Oliver is that he's fearless. So for a referee to make, listen, I always say, ref, come on now, man. It's the 4th minute of the game. You can't get a person, you can't get a centre back a yellow card. Me, a foul is a foul from minute 1, whatever. But sometimes you're saying, all right then, in the spirit of the game, you don't. Michael Oliver not care. I could have 18 seconds in. I don't remember which game Michael Oliver gave back. Guess one of the fastest yellow cards I've seen in the Premier League. I rate a referee like that because guess what? I don't see them talk. I don't see him talk to players as much, right? As some referees will talk to them. Some referees have a different style. I will talk to you. I will give you a first warning. But Michael Oliver uses his card to control the game. And that's what he did. Today, I can't remember how many cards. Somebody can tell me the card count. Me lose.
Well, Nunes a kick with the ball and never get a card.
No, he got a card for kicking with the ball.
Descent. What was the second card for descent?
When that?
After kicking with the ball.
Oh, no, I didn't see that. I saw where he got the yellow card for whatever. Cha. Well, Alpha diving, him just get care. But anyways,
Okay.
So Michael, but Junior, we don't know what was said. That's the issue. Junior, we don't know what was said. Suppose him tell him about him mother. Suppose him tell him about him past. Suppose him tell him say, your wife is we don't know what him say but we know based on his reaction that something was said.
Yeah, but you know, real quick, we tell one real quick story. With the Wolmers, second farm year, and I was a terror in high school, right? We never get trouble. We get trouble was mischief, but we never get trouble. I will have a teacher named Mr. Beckford. We call him Froggy. The man picked the most anal youth in the class to be the farm captain. And tell the man, say, yo, if you talk in class, you write it down. If you do this in class, you write it down. It's similar to Oliver. I know, so the youth, if we sit down in class and just look around and say, yo, your name get right down on the paper and it go to Mr. Beck at the farm time and the whole class get detention, literally. Within 3 weeks, we beat him. We beat the farm captain.
Is that beat about Junior? Everybody have different managerial styles. Like you will be a manager and you will deal with things differently. if you look at Michael Oliver, like I tell people all the while, say, I am an equal opportunity hater. Me hate Liverpool, me hate Man U, me hate Man City, me hate Arsenal, me hate everybody equally, right? You can say the same thing with Michael Oliver. That's just his thing. If you watch how he manage game, if you watch his style, you as a player know, say, you have this referee where his middle name is red card. Are you going to agitate that referee? And that's Michael Oliver. The newer referee, I like him because he will speak to you. I don't know, you watch the game, Junior, you see the different style. But this is Michael Oliver. I don't know why anybody is surprised. I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, man. Very good conversation. Very good conversation. Let's get to the actual football game. 0-0. I was bitterly disappointed as usual, but my standards very high. Junior, lot was said leading up to the game. Yeah, the Manchester United game. Lad said after the game, Klopp said it's the most dominant performance, most dominant Liverpool's performance in a while against Manchester United. Even more dominant than the 7-0. In fact, you know what, let me get the exact quote here. Your thoughts on the game and the fallout afterwards.
Jurgen Klopp, Virgil van Dijk, all the Liverpool fans will sit down now and try to create this guy. Shut the hell up, man. Just shut up.
So Klopp says, quote, I can't remember such a dominant performance against Manchester United, end quote.
Just shut up. At the end of the season, if Arsenal win the league, we will look back at this quote and say, this is the reason why I never win the league. Just shut up. There's a video out there with when Roy Keane did the reason why Roy Keane stopped playing for Man U. He did an interview after Middlesbrough beat them. This was when Man U is Man U. And Middlesbrough beat Man U 3-1. And Roy Keane came out and took his whole team to task. And Fergie said, no, we can't put this up. Brother, you cross the line. You're not playing for Man U anymore. Roy Keane, at that moment, felt the need to call his players to task. The reason why Liverpool lose to them surely goes on the shoulders of Darwin Núñez. We don't care what nobody wants to say. They are missing that tip of the sword. Virgil should not come out and cuss off man. Cuss off your own players. You had an opportunity to go top of the league before Christmas or basically start running away with the league because newsflash, Arsenal soon come back to earth. Newsflash, Aston Villa soon come back to earth. You need to separate yourself from Man City as much as you can because newsflash, Kevin De Bruyne soon come back. So you need to separate yourself. So with all of that, with Bournemouth running Man U off of the field last week, with Bayern Munich pretty much sleepwalking and beating Man U at Old Trafford, you can't score against Man U after taking how much shots? And then your first comment is, well, you know, we wanted to win the game. Man, just shut up, man. Don't chat too much, man. It has nothing to do with the on the field. This is the reason why Liverpool probably won't win the league this year because they seem to want to put blame on something else instead of calling a spade a spade. Well, the midfield is garbage. I still maintain Liverpool have the best attack going forward, but they can be exposed. Their midfield is exposed, and the tip of the sword is a problem. Núñez had a wide open header on the left side of the 6-yard box. And what the man do? Head the ball across goal. No, man. I'm not a Liverpool fan. I am happy as a Man U fan for the draw. But any other day, if it was Peter Crouch playing striker for Liverpool probably dropped 4 to them.
Come on. Jermaine rightfully said McTominay to Hodgland pretty much the chance to win the game and he missed. What your assessment come on this game and Liverpool dropping 2 points here?
I don't see why Junior is upset with Klopp. He's correct. Liverpool they were dominant, 30-46 shots, 8-1 shot on target, 69 to 31% possession, 600 to 283 passes, 83% to 70% pass accuracy. Every area except yellow cards and red cards were dominated by Liverpool. So Klopp isn't incorrect. The only problem was that all this, all the stats where them are leading and whatever never materialize into the winning goal. So yes, to be fair, they did have Manchester United against the rope, but just the finish touch, and everybody complained about Nunes. I just think Nunes is good, but he overthinks things. Like he's the opposite of Leon Bailey. Leon Bailey shines at Aston Villa, poor for Jamaica. Nunes is a score the goal, play crazy for his country, but for club, he's just not materializing on the pitch. And I don't know if Klopp is going to change it, but he's a terror. He terrorizes the back line, he break down the wing sometimes, but the finished product is just not there. So I don't know why Juna is upset, because Klopp is actually correct. Man U stats never look good. But apart from losing my $20 upon the game, I'm upset because it was a boring kind of game. Stats show us one-sided. It's just wasn't a good enough game. It wasn't a good game today for two great teams. It wasn't good.
No, two great names.
Yeah.
You have one great team and a struggling team. And you have one team that's trying to win the league in a year when they weren't supposed to win the league. And them have a chance. The stats is great, and yes, we did this or we did that. What that sounded like to me was an excuse. You're trying to find a way to not have the media come at you.
Yeah, I think this idea of domination, and then Virgil van Dijk, the comment about there was only one team trying to win that football game. I mean, that's foolishness. I mean, I'm not a Liverpool fan. I was so disappointed with Liverpool again today. One of the most important things I saw is that in the nuts and bolts of winning a football game, your midfield have to be able to quickly move the ball. Jurgen Klopp, when the real Gideon and him can't figure out anything else with Mohamed Salah going the right wing, he took off Szoboszlai, put on Gomez, moved Trent Arnold into midfield, take off, who else didn't take off? Diaz, and then put on. So one time they end up with Gapco, Endo, and Trent Arnold in a midfield. And I'm sitting there like, this midfield don't really excite me as no threat that me I can beat no side that is a bug side. Manchester United is a straight bug side. And it's a team that is very bad on confidence, are very weak on confidence. And I think Manchester United, with all being said, had probably the two best chances in this football game. The Garnacho one, where Garnacho should have gathered himself and put the ball in the back of the net, and the Hodgson one. I can't remember no real big save that Onana had to make on that one, other than that one header from Virgil van Dijk. Come on.
No, there was a couple, because there was even a one when Onana came out and kicked the ball out for a throw, and the throw-in went into Nunes, and he had the one-on-one, and then he miscontrolled the ball, and Diaz came across and kick, and Man U players them converge on it. That should have been a goal too. Trent had a good shot from outside the 18 that went just wide that he was trying to place. And the Man U was lucky. And big up Menu, because that pass from Menu to Garnacho was world class.
Yeah, good pass. Very good pass.
World class.
Yeah.
But Liverpool should have scored. And if Liverpool was, and this is the thing, come on, I agree with the way you said the stats and thing. But you're trying to win the league. You are playing the last game of the weekend. You know what the top of the table will look like at the end of your 90 minutes. And you are playing at home and you don't find a way to punch the onion bag one time. And the thing that disappointed me the most about Liverpool is look at what Bournemouth did to Manchester United last week. They just ran right down the middle. They just said, look, we don't respect your midfield. We're just going to run ball right down the middle. Look how Bayern Munich scored last Tuesday. We just run the ball right down the middle at you. You have Johnny Evans playing centre-back, and you did not try to attack Johnny Evans. You kept going on the wing to Diaz and to Salah, and hoping that they can conquer Shaw and Dalot. And Shaw and Dalot had a great game today. That to me showed Liverpool was devoid of ideas. And then moving Trent into midfield, that to me was just desperation. Pure desperation.
Come on.
Sir?
Yeah, final wrap on this game before we go over here. What the Liverpool nation I say?
Liverpool nation believe that they should have won the game. I believe that they should have won the game too, but that's just how it is. As Junior said earlier, that's why we play the game. They didn't do enough to win, so 0-0, a fair point.
All right, fair enough. All right, other EPL results from this weekend's action. Big victory for the man Aston Villa. Let me get the thing up here. But Aston Villa with Leon Bailey with another good football game again, as Aston Villa came from behind and defeated Brentford. Aston, what is it? 20-something points it's 20-something games at home this calendar year or something of the sort. I mean, the man might find ways to win football games. Come on.
They are, and the red card to Brentford didn't really help Brentford. It changed the game. Brentford kind of had them pinned. Bailey wasn't on the pitch, so we don't know how he would have affected the game if Brentford didn't get that red card. But Brentford had Aston Villa kind of pinned a little bit. The red card kind of changed the game. And then he came on and he had a good game, a good assist. So it was just something that it was just written in the cards for Aston Villa, because Brentford should have scored, more than one goal earlier on in the game. It just never happened for them. And as I said, that's just how it is. Football, you have to take your chances when they come. But you can't fault this Aston Villa side. This Aston Villa side is on a roll.
Yeah. EPL, other results, notable results this weekend. Big victory for Arsenal, Junior. Big victory. 2-0, Gabriel Jesus and King Kai.
Havertz.
Listen, there's only one King Kai I know, and it's King Kai from Dragon Ball Z. If you don't know Dragon Ball Z. But
I am just quoting Reggie, King Kai, with a very important goal. They were leading 1-0. And in fact, I think you mentioned, so you see what going on with Arsenal, them should have locked off this game long time, and and it was down to Kai, quoting Reggie, King Kai, who sealed the deal.
But you say that is my issue with Arsenal now. Arsenal, to me, they seem like they don't want to grab the Premier League. You see, it feel like they want to be handed the Premier League. These games that they're playing with fire. Big up, and Declan Rice, we clone him. We said Declan Rice costs too much money, blah, blah, blah. But Declan Rice is showing he's worth the money. He really is. And big up Arteta. I don't think Kai Havertz is playing as a striker. Finally, Arteta is putting Kai Havertz as a box-to-box midfielder and giving him freedom to roam and go places where he wants to be. I think that's where Kai is at his best. But I question Arteta's approach to games. He seems to be a little bit too lethargic. It seems to me like he wants to just stumble his way over the finish line. And you're not going to win the league like that. You won't.
Elaborate on that, because when you said lethargic, in terms of his decision making in the game, or his decision, or his movement in the technical area, because he's quite a busy brother. What exactly you're referring to? His
brother know with his semantics. All right. Look at Arsenal games. Today, Arsenal should have been up 3-0 before Kai scored. Arsenal was in complete control of the game. I would even say that Brighton should have scored right before Havertz scored. Brighton had a great cross that came across that I can't remember his name right now. That missed the goal. And it should have been a 1-1 game at the time. It would have been completely against the run of play. Arsenal was in full control and they just weren't creating clear-cut chances. That's the issue that I have. And like Saka, if we're talking about winning the Premier League, We need more. We're going to need more if I'm an Arsenal fan. We need more from Gabriel Jesus. We need more than just a buck-up header off of one corner. We need more. These are games where you're supposed to come out and win 3-0, 4-0. We're happy you win. We're happy you're finding ways to win. But if you sit down and watch Arsenal, they are one bad patch of games away. From Luton, they should have dropped points.
Sean says the season young, a win is a win. Just keep grinding out the wins and let's see where the chips fall. With that said, I still don't trust Arteta. Come on, Brighton, before we move on from this game. James Milner started in the left back position for Brighton. And Saka had him like just in stitches the entire for the most. Brighton doesn't have anybody else that can match up against Saka. I mean, because to me, Old Foot James Milner is a non-starter against Saka. I mean, is this what exactly are going on with Brighton, the team that's able to find talents that they couldn't find somebody else who can actually do some running?
For me, like Brighton and the relationship that they have with Chelsea, them take some of Chelsea players and bring them. Enzo are the first one should be on the list to go to Brighton in the January window on loan. Listen, for me, Milner needs to go coach academy side. Once you see Saka's supposed to be laughing and grinning when he say he might go match up with Milner. How on earth would we think that he could keep the pace with that young man? So it was just, I don't know, it was just crazy. As the coach too, he want a thump in him net back. I'm do like with Junior though. How can you match up Milner with Saka? It's like your X's and O's supposed to match up and they just did not match. Brighton needs to dip into the kitty, the money with them rob Chelsea. They need to use it and spend it and get some players because they are not doing well. You saw it today. They're not playing entertaining football. They're not matching up well with teams. And they just need a complete overhaul. And I say they can get some players on loan because Chelsea have a surplus of players who they're going to look to offload.
Other results, of course, Chelsea defeated Sheffield United 2-0. Man City drew 2-2 with Crystal Palace. Newcastle, big victory over Fulham. Burnley. Everton, another 3 points for Sean Dyche. And Spurs started the weekend with a victory. Come on, Pep. Pep is a little bit concerned about what going on at Man City. The last, 18 points in the EPL, only 7 points. The last 6 results read draw, lose, win, draw. 7 from a possible 8 points. 18 points. What is going on with Man City in your opinion? Come on.
Hold a second. You said that Pep is a little bit concerned. At 3 water, I see Pep drink on the sideline. Normally he drink 1. He drank 3.
The reason why I said that, the reason why I said that at the post-match press, he was just like, you know what? It's just, when a man just throw up him hand and like, you know what, we are play ball, then just score more goals now. We call it what we can't score. We just keep moving.
Manchester City plays like a bunch of individuals. Let me just say that, not as a team. And I said it before when everybody that crazy over Alan or whatever, I say, Alan is a good player, but I don't know. Man City, I don't know if they need to dip into the market, but I think they're in a lot of trouble because there's no way on earth Roy Hodge is supposed to stand up there and laugh off a Pep. Did you see the sideline grin when the 2-2? It was crazy. It is. Crystal Palace had 25% possession. Yes, possession does not win ball game, but this is a Manchester City that we're used to playing teams off the pitch. And when Manchester City have 19 shots to Crystal Palace's 5, 9 on target to 2, 75 to 25% possession, 818 passes to 285, and still come up with a point against the great Man City needs to sit down and reevaluate. The defense is not so good. What the name of the guy where they make go Barcelona? Oh my God, when me
Gundogan.
not Gundogan. With the other one, we go buy it. When go?
Cancelo.
Can say exactly. I just think that was a mistake by Pep, and it's coming back to bite him. I just think he needs better players. They're good on paper, and this is how it shows you that Kevin is actually missed by Manchester City.
You see how ironic it is though, because both teams at the top, the two of the three best teams in England, had a draw this week. But we saw down on City with them draw. But Liverpool, it was just another.
Different standard. I mean, Man City is trying to go for 4 in a row. The fourth.
But that is the problem. You're trying to go for 4 in a row.
Yeah.
I'm going to give Cupboard 100% credit. You called it. I rate Erling Haaland. He didn't play today. I rate Erling Haaland, but you call it Cupboard. Haaland is not a great striker. Haaland is a great predator. He's not a great striker. I think that's a part of the problem right now, because there are games, not today aside, there are games in the past that Aguero would have found a goal out of nowhere. Haaland cannot do that. There are games in the past where, when you have Gundogan and you have Kevin De Bruyne, a fit Kevin De Bruyne playing, Man City will find a way to win some games and them drawing this year. They're depending on Foden and Jack Grealish. Yes, this is English Premier League, and they are British, but they're not good enough. There is a big downgrade. This Man City team is not as good as last year, and it is showing. And I think they're suffering from fat cat syndrome.
Well, so, I think Ilkay Gundogan making those runs from the midfield is a huge loss, right? And so the hope is that, Phil Foden and, B. Silva make a next step in the process this year. But he has pieces, right? If there's any team in this EPL that can navigate a rough patch with death, is Man City. Well, other than Bogside Chelsea, right? Man City will head off to the FIFA Club World Cup, in a few weeks. Actually, I think the next fixture, or the Boxing Day fixture, they'll be out for that game as they head to that.
And postpone it, yeah.
Yeah, So, is it a situation where Pep is trying to, because he has Mateo Kovacic on the bench, he has Matheus Nunes that he signed, he has players on the bench, but like in the game yesterday, he decided to go with Rico Lewis in midfield, and at the expense of these players. Is he keeping an eye on the Club World Cup? Because this is uncharted territory for Man City, and it's a long time Pep no go FIFA Club World Cup with a side, So, do you think that have anything to do with it? Come
on. No. I don't. I think the Premier League is important to Pep. Pep wants to win the Premier League. And I think the result, you know what I think? Maybe I'm wrong. I think he underestimated Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace, they have been in a rut. They're not a consistent team. And I think Pep thought it was going to be a walkover. And when he saw the first half, when they were leading 2-0. He thought in his head it was done and dusted. We all thought it was done and dusted. So I think the Premier League is important to him. He just likes to tinker. He wants to be this scientist, this crazy, the mad scientist. And sometimes it backfires. I bet him not going to make this mistake again, because there's no way on earth, Pep is supposed to be doing this poorly so early. So I think there should be panic at Man City. Man City needs to panic, because this is just so out of character for them. I don't know if they're going to dip into the window and get some other players, but I think the players that he has right now, they're just not good enough. You have individual players. You have a Foden, you have a Kyle Walker, you have a Ake, so you have pieces, but I guess collectively, they're just not doing the job that Pep wants them to do.
Because Calvin Phillips supposed to go on this January, right?
That's the rumor.
That's the word.
And then that just says a lot that City they're not doing that well, and yet Calvin Phillips cannot break into the squad. But you can come at Chelsea. Chelsea want a player.
Fedora, EPL standing, actually this current run of form for Man City and Pep, I think this equals his worst run with this club back to his first season, if I'm not mistaken. So, what's his pace? Arsenal at the top with 39 points, Liverpool number 2, and Aston Villa both on 38 points. Aston Villa looking very, very good. Does Aston Villa need to take this thing seriously and go try to get some pieces, Junior, in the transfer window?
Hell yeah. Simple. Hell yeah.
Other notable results on the table. Your thoughts on the table, come on. Where you want to chime in on your Chelsea and things looking good. You guys want a game?
You better cut it out. For the attempt, both things looking good. You know, I don't know. It was who played against Sheffield. It was only Sheffield. If Chelsea with the billion-dollar roster can't beat a low-table team who before we beat them 2-0, they had a negative 29 goal difference. If $1 billion club couldn't beat them, then just clean it out and just play all the academy player them. Make Whisper be the new number 9, right? And then make everything just start over from scratch. So I am not impressed by Chelsea and the 2-0 victory versus Sheffield. Show me what you can do versus a Villa, a Arsenal, a Liverpool next year, the second half of the season. And I expect Chelsea to at least be in top 5. Come on now. You know, other than that, me never wear my jersey till next year. I have to do something spectacular so me just have back my jersey, because this don't make no sense. My side sucks. And I always ask the question, is my side a true football club or is it a go-go club?
Before we go to rapid fire and touch of yard football, Nkunku returned for Chelsea. He was on the bench. Are you excited? He was on the bench.
Excited for what? To rub the bench? Like what purpose himself on the bench?
This is supposed to be a savior, a youth whose goal scoring prowess at levels at RB Leipzig was better than Mr. Nicholas Jackson. So,
have you seen our midfield? Have you seen our wingers? Listen, all we know football, and we know that a special player is special. But if you drop a special player in a bowl full of bugs, that special player will be, want a word for combine special and bug. Bug special is going to be special, whatever it's going to be. I know he's a good player. They said the same thing about...
Cockroach with wings.
Hey, and them roach of the day just one another one in my fly. So... You know, we heard the same thing about Jackson. We heard the same thing about Enzo. And we just have not seen where the quality is shining in a room full of bugs. The spotlight is on the bug them. And right now I feel like some of them, if you turn on the light, them scatter. That's how I feel about Chelsea Football Club. So yes, he's a good player, Benton, but I don't think that he is great enough to put Chelsea on his shoulders and lift us out of the problems that we are facing.
All right, heard it here first. Junior, before we pivot from this EPL talk, your thoughts on the table? Anything you want to highlight?
There's so many trapdoors at the top of the table. I think that the league is so wide open. From 1 to 10, because I will still maintain that Chelsea has the talent that they can make a serious run. They probably top 4 is gone, but they can make a serious run and bring some teams down with them. I don't trust Aston Villa. I don't trust Tottenham. So, and we know Man City is Man City. So you look at the table now and you say, okay, Liverpool, you drop the chance for run over the league, probably, or separate yourself. But you know there's so many games left. There's so many twists and turns to come. It's just strap in and enjoy the ride.
Strap in and enjoy the ride. Come on, before we even touch yard football, I want to get your thoughts on what going over Barcelona. Rapid fire. Is Xavi under any sort of pressure? Because Pedri and make a talk or made a comment that he's 100% behind the coach. After the draw against Valencia, Xavi said, quote, "We deserve to win. We did everything. What happened over the past weeks with regard to effectiveness was repeated. This match pretty much summarizes the season for us. We trained finishing, but it depends on the players' confidence. We have to be one of the teams with the worst finishing in Europe. I am very frustrated." Yeah, Xavi was angry, mad, and miserable in Montequilla Vice yesterday as they drew with Valencia. Come on, is Xavi under pressure?
I don't think he's under pressure. Do I think he should be under pressure? I think he should be. And I don't like when coaches come out and make them talk that these are your players. You train them week in and week out. You put them in the starting lineup. You go out there and you say to the sporting director, I want this player. There's nowhere on earth you are going to look on Lewandowski and call him a bug. You have Memphis where you bring no one then, right? You have what name? Rafinha, which I don't think Rafinha is great for me, right? No. So what is Xavi saying? That the players that they have now on the current roster, they're no good? Is that what he's saying? Or is he saying that his coaching style is now outdated? Other teams have caught up to them and now them fancy step over, push and run is not going to beat a Girona. You can't beat Girona. Girona, you can't beat that. Come on now. So, you can't beat that Girona. So what you need to do now is just quit. Don't make them fire you, Xavi. Quit. So when you come out now, and what are you blaming? You're blaming the players or you're blaming your tactics? There's no way on earth we can say Lewandowski is not a prolific striker. Something's happening over by Barcelona. We are 7 points off the top of the table. Real Madrid is now in quite a form. 27 goal when it comes to goal difference versus Barcelona's 12. So Barcelona need to put in some work. They have to go there and probably get some players. It's just not clicking for them at the moment. The football is not even attractive like one time. I guess because we get so used to it and it's like whatever it is. But we need to see the ball in the back of the net and that's not happening. And I don't understand why is he saying that his strikers or his players are not good enough, because players on Barcelona are actually world-class players.
You know what's funny, Junior, and come on. And I know Junior probably was going to say this point. The goal difference that you just highlighted, only for them goals for Real Madrid, scored by one, Mr. Jude Bellingham.
Yep.
What, 17 goals?
But
17 goals, not 17 appearances in my or something like that?
It's not only that. I think Xavi's problem is he sprouted too quickly. I remember, this Barcelona team, they pulled all these levers. Remember last year we were talking about
no lever. No, we don't know lever talk.
But this is the end result. We had all these levers that pulled last year, and they basically turned over the roster in pretty much like 3 weeks. And the team played so well last year that, okay, we expected a continuation. But the players come back to earth. Lewandowski is old, right? And all the players, them is either young and proven or some seasoned players that are just not good enough. Them had them 1 year when they had them good run, but they're not good enough. And then you will sit down as a Barcelona fan and look across the street over Bernabeu. All you're hearing about is when Mbappe going to reach. You hear Real Madrid now giving Mbappe 3 weeks. You decide in 3 weeks whether you want to sign a contract, yes or no. Oh, but by the way, we're introducing Endrick right now to the whole world. He's not a Real Madrid player. And you as a Barcelona fan sit down and know, like, what the hell is going on? We can't bring in any players. We are playing like crap. What the hell is going on? And Xavi is feeling that right now. These are what levels do to you. You cannot, there's no quick fix in football.
Manchester United would know when you borrow against the club earnings and take out loans and you put It's rough.
Them need to release
I'm an expert.
Barcelona need to release some players. I just think if it's a business, unless it's friending.
Yeah.
If you're not good enough, if you are here and because you are here and I can't bring in any other players, but you are not good enough, you are not doing the job that I'm paying you to do, then you find somewhere else to go. It don't make any sense to have this roster full of players where now right. And Julian, that's a fantastic point. Either you have the ones them with Similac or you have the one them who we need just for men. So it's like there's really no in between. It's like either you're very experienced or you're somewhat experienced. And it worked in the beginning for Xavi, but now everybody has caught on to this youthful exuberance thing. We know him one-footed, him only can cut in on the side. So those things, like dribble, step over, those things don't faze them anymore. And if you look at the makeup, Jude Bellingham is quick with him left foot, him right foot, him head. He's just a complete machine. Versus now you go there and you get a Joe Felix. Don't get me wrong. I think Joe Felix is a good enough player, but not for the rigors of this league. When teams are going out there and getting some machine, you come now, you want a flary kind of player. It's not going to work. And so Barcelona is in a bit of problem, Benton. And the fact that they're financially strapped makes it even worse for them. And I don't think it's going to get better. I'd be surprised if Barcelona really competes with Real Madrid for the title this season.
Pedri said on Xavi's position, he says, quote, this is from Fabrizio Romano. He says, quote, we are with the coach. We are with Xavi. We all have to be together to turn it around. That's the only way we are together. Quote, they stand with Xavi. One last thing regarding Barcelona.
But what them for say? Them have money for paying no more coach?
Hey, one last thing regarding Barcelona. My brethren, Joao Felix, the man they had to work for a new contract, you know. So Barcelona, don't fall for it. He's currently on loan from Atletico Madrid. He's twerking for a new contract, so don't fall for it. Make him go on back at Chelsea or somewhere else.
What?
Don't fall for it. And Junior, before we leave La Liga and go over Jamaican football, we want to give you a chance to highlight the baller. Because as a Brazilian, you have to highlight the man has reached Real Madrid, the one and only Hendrik. Are you excited about this player as I am? Come on. Andrew.
Me, Tato?
I am excited to see this player get in this Real Madrid setup.
I don't know. I won't say excited. I'm just curious to see how he fits in and if he's going to adjust to Real Madrid. Because I'm basically going to be new to the side. So I want to see how he fits in. I don't know about excited because Real Madrid is not my side. So if I did Barcelona, I'm going to be excited and over the moon. But for Real Madrid, it is what it is. But I want to see how he fits in because Ancelotti is really building something special. He gets overlooked sometimes, as one of the best coaches out there. He gets his team to work together. And I want to see how he fits this young man in.
Junior, 2 seconds before we go over yard football.
Yeah, but I care about no Brazilian baller right now until they prove themselves. So BM says the perfect thing. Hendrik, aka Brazilian Whisper. Brazil is
Stop it.
What do you mean by Brazilian Whisper? What do you mean by Brazilian Whisper?
Those are the views of BM and not Junior. I'm just reading
what never BM mean by Brazilian Whisper.
Well, I don't. What BM? What you mean by Brazilian Whisper? Because I can only assume what you are saying, but I would rather you say it. But I'm going to assume until you type what you're saying is.
What I mean, force ripe.
Be my type.
Okay, hold on. And let me drop something in while we wait on BM. So MLS is putting out some new rules. I don't know if you guys saw it, where they're trying to say that off-field treatment rule. The rule states that the referee will stop play if a player stays on the ground for more than 15 seconds with a potential injury. Medical crews will immediately be allowed onto the field to administer treatment, and the player will then be safely removed from the field. However, rather than return after a short delay, the player will be held out of the field for at least 2 minutes. The exceptions include head injuries, goalkeeper injuries, serious medical events, and yellow-red card fouls. MLS, I was trying to do something else. Next one, now VAR announcements will be made in the stadium. So we will hear the referee make, just like NFL, we will hear now VAR announcements by the MLS referees. The stoppage time clock. Another rule change, which is aimed at improving the fan experience, is rather than stop the clock at 45 or 90, game clocks in the stadium will run until the end of each half. So this includes any time added to the end. So nobody will have to guess what time is left. So those are some rules that MLS is trying to implement for the new season.
Is that
these
the
are
same
rules.
Yeah, go ahead, Junior.
These are rules that will not cross the border. They won't have to pay tariffs on these rules. They're not leaving America. It's the dumbest rules ever. The first dumb rule is holding a player off for 2 minutes unless a head injury. That's just stupidity. Can we just stop it, please? Like MLS, we know
we're talking soccer, sir. Soccer, we're talking soccer.
Okay, so play soccer and we'll make the rest of the world play football. And for all those who think that, that's such a great idea that the referee will be able to give his interpretation and make the whole fans hear it. Well, what if it is a French team versus a Spanish team and the referee speaks English? Who the hell does this benefit? These are things that just annoy me with MLS and their short-sightedness. Just go away, man. Just when Messi retire, just retire the league.
Just MLS. Just the rules these rules are unnecessary. Just to make the product entertaining. Just play football according to the standard rules globally. Sign good players and make the league entertaining. All them little foolishness here is just going to deter people.
But the stoppage time clock isn't new. We see it every day in the Premier League. So why they must implement this? It's the same thing like when... What?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the stadium clock stop at 90 and 45, and then the announcer always say the
+5. True, we see it on TV. Yeah,
but
we see it on TV.
The referees want to keep the clock. You do all right. So Columbus Crew is playing against Atlanta United. Atlanta United is up 2-1. They're playing in the Columbus. The referee says 5 minutes stoppage time. We had the clock now said 95:00, but Columbus have a corner. Why we going to say we're not giving the corner kick because the crowd is now chanting and saying it's end of time? Why don't you shut up, man? It's just stupidity. and then what happened now? If you're in stoppage time, 5 minutes stoppage time, and guess what? Somebody injured. What the referee knows, we're now adding 3 minutes extra to the stoppage time. So instead of the clock stopping at 95, the clock is going to stop at 98 minutes. It's just, they're not thinking. These are rules made by people that never played the sport. Oh my God, I'm done.
BM says, meaning Hendrick is just a prodigy until he proves himself.
Oh my God, that's the other one. BM, Whisper is not a prodigy. Whisper is a good 17-year-old footballer. He's not a football prodigy.
He's 18.
Jesus, you make it worse. Can we stop? Hendrick is not a prodigy either. Can we stop? Can we stop with the greatness and prodigy? Those are the views of Julia. But we want them stop, man. They're not prodigies. They are young footballers that get signed because they are showing potential. But prodigy? No.
I am looking forward to see this Hendrick kid. I watched him in the Brazilian league, and he looks like a good player. Let's see, and that's the difference. It's unfair to really compare him to Whisper, because he's playing with professional setting, right? He played for Palmeiras, so whereas Whisper, schoolboy football, Whisper player. So
right.
Until then, we can. All right, Jamaican football report, and we can go home come on before we touch this Raymond Anderson manifesto. Any Jamaican football news you want to highlight real quickly?
I don't want to touch the JFF presidency election thing yet.
Okay.
Yes, I'm not going to touch it yet. I have some more. Like next week, we'll talk about it. I get this a little, bites in and stuff. So next week, we'll talk about it. But, remember, everybody was excited about Trevante going to Italy. Now it seems like he's, hit a rough spot. His team is firmly on the basement of the league. And I can't remember the last time he was featured, even in the 18. And I looked, he's not injured. He's just not in there. So it's just a shame that, he had this good move and he's not being utilized. Shamar Nicholson came on as a sub in the 83rd minute in a 2-1 loss. His team too, the team that he's on loan to is firmly on the basement of the league. As you said earlier, Bunny Shaw with a hat-trick for City versus Everton. Leon Bailey with the assist off the bench. I think Leon has joined the club now where he has 5 goals and 5 assists. So, so that there's a little club with Mo Salah and 2 other players. I forgot which other, and I think Ollie Watkins. But he now has 5 goals and 5 assists, which is very good because last year he was struggling a little bit. Earlier in the season, he was struggling. So now he's really kind of picking up. Mount Pleasant and Tapa, last week they lost. This week they lost. The wheels coming off Mount Pleasant. So the Jamaican fans are going to be upset because Mount Pleasant is the new Man City. But isn't it ironic? Man City wheels falling off and Mount Pleasant wheels falling off at the same time. Is Tapa Pep having a bit of issues? Is that what's going on?
Tapa Pep is in control. He's very much in control, unlike the other Pep.
Well, even though they lost 2 games in a row, they're still top of the table. But Arnett Gardens is closing in. At one point, cut it out. So Arnett Gardens beat Umberlands 2-0 today. Dumbo Holden beat Montego Bay United 2-1. Veer beat Mount Pleasant, which is it was crazy because Mount Pleasant went out there and bought everybody. Them spent probably 1 billion like Chelsea. And no, Veer una spend the money, beat them 2-0. Come on, Tapa, fix it up. Portmore United beat Cavalier. Cavalier got 2 chances to equalize, and they missed 2 penalties. Like, come on, Cavalier, man, practice penalties in training. And then Tivoli Gardens beat your side, Mullines United. Benton, are we going to say that Alex Thomas was not the issue? Are we going to say that the coach was not the problem with Mullines? Mullines sold their striker to Dumbo Holden. What have they done with that money that they sold that young man for? They need to go out there and invest. They need to call the management team because I know you have them jersey pin up on your wall. Mullines is in trouble. So Mount Pleasant is leading the table, followed by Arnett Gardens on 18 points, Tivoli on 17, Portmore fourth with 15 points, then Vere, Waterhouse, Dumbo Holden, Cavalier, Humber Lions in 9th, Mobe in 10th, Treasure Beach, your side, but Treasure Beach actually played a lot less games. They only played 7 games. They are on 7 points, so they're 11th. Harbour View, because of the other competitions, they've played 6 games. They're in 12th place on 4 points. Limehall is in 13th, and Mullines United is firmly placed on the cellar of the Jamaica Premier League with 4 points.
We have the table up, but we don't show below the top 2.
So that means that your side will never be seen.
Alex Thomas effects are lingering. The players have to, when you're brainwashed, they have to do some cleanse first to get rid of the Alex Thomas effect. When you've been taught something wrong your entire life, there has to be some decondition.
My Lions need to spend some of that Nicholas Nelson money.
But, Junior, you didn't want to touch this Raymond Anderson getting locked out at the JFF congressional meeting up at Mobile.
I shall wait until Camon responds.
You shall wait until Camon.
Next week, but we can say for that one, his name was not on the list. You never see security with a piece of paper.
But next week is Christmas. What are the show next week?
Yeah, because I have the video right here now. Big up to
Show the
Eddie
video. Show the video. Show the video. Show the video.
Ah, Junior, can we show the video? That management said we're clear for show the video.
Yeah, man, show the video.
All right. People, this is courtesy of Eddie Vision, a leak. What is this? What is it? Leak? Is that what we said? Leak video? A cataract leaking?
No, what process? No, man, boss man. We are delegates. We're not, this is not a police matter. My name Raymond on this. Vice President, what do you have there for me?
Officer, why are you boarding the board of a football federation?
You can go. No, can go.
No,
we are
no,
going by there.
no.
I'm checking off the names.
No, you can't run. No, man. Officer, you're saying that the police is intervening in a football federation matter? Hold on.
President.
Hold on, I'm going to video it. Hold on. Open now. Open. Yes. Yes. So just be clear, officer. Is the police intervening in a matter of the Football Federation of FIFA? That's what I'm asking you, sir.
Here, sir, we as in who?
Hold on,
I
yes,
am
sir.
here at the Montego Bay Community College.
Yes, sir.
And you guys are going to a meeting.
Yes, so we name down that's at the meeting.
And your name is here.
We
And I
name
would like
down
to-
that's at.
Your name is
Hold
here.
on.
So what is your position?
So this is a Football Federation matter?
If I do not get your name to confirm that you will go there, you will not pass this
No,
game.
hold on. So the police, let's be clear, the Jamaica Constabulary Force is interfering in a FIFA matter.
I am
You
here,
said
and
yes,
if I
sir.
do not get your names,
You
I
said
will
yes,
not allow
sir.
you on the
You
compound.
have said yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The police
that
of
okay?
Jamaica is interfering,
Yes, sir.
preventing delegates
Yes, sir.
to enter. Hold on.
I am not preventing anyone.
Yes,
no.
yes,
I'm
sir,
simply
you are, you
asking
are.
for your
No,
name.
you are.
Pick it up, and I will allow you to go.
You are.
Without your name.
Delegates.
you Me are- Raymond and this is our vice president. Me,
And
I'm
you're
on a mic.
preventing-
Hold on, listen to this. Me, as a vice president, Gina can't tell me that here, sir. Me is a vice president, sir. So tell me you know what me for do. And me and him equally. Call him.
So the police has intervened.
Oh.
The police has intervened.
Like, yes, sir.
The
Yes,
police has
sir.
intervened in a FIFA election.
Tell me you know what to do.
Officer,
Sir, just relax.
no, but officer, you don't have your name. You don't have your name on your shirt,
No,
sir.
I don't have no name on it.
So the officer is without a name or a number. An officer without a name or a number is preventing delegates.
Call Mr. Gainer for me.
Hold on.
Sir, no one, well, please. Miss, please call Mr. Gainer for me now. Raymond and this is here.
An officer without a name or a number.
Tell him Raymond and this is right here.
Officer without a name
Yeah,
or a
man,
number
and
is
he can't tell me
preventing
some he
the
can't.
delegates from entering.
Get that from.
Yes, you are, sir.
So same way like him can do it, I can tell you who to come to. Yeah, man, Why I but can't no come? one's providing their names. I asked for the names and it's an issue.
The
Officer
GFF
attempted
should
to
partner
enter
with Netflix.
this
Soap opera
vehicle.
never
The
ends.
officer attempted to enter this vehicle carrying delegates. The officer attempted to enter this vehicle, female delegates. He has no number, no
Raymond Anderson
name.
like him have many delegates.
That's what is happening here.
I got your name.
No.
but I'm telling you,
What's that with that,
you
yes,
my
sir.
name.
Regular duty for you.
No, it's not.
No, I didn't get
No,
your
it's not.
name.
It's not.
Private duty.
Yes.
No assistance, yeah?
Yes.
Leaked
Call me,
audio
call me, chief.
included Raymond Anderson and his RSA campaign team banned from entering JFF congressional.
I don't want to big up
up to
Eddie
Eddie Vision.
Vision.
Yeah.
Big up Eddie Vision TV, and that's great partnership with Raymond Anderson and company. And I'm gonna give it to Cataract and the crew. I have no explicit knowledge. Come on, you say I'll bring back some more information next week. I have no explicit knowledge. But this is just PR moves 101. Look at the title, leaked footage. Who leaked it? Like, who leak it?
I want man to record it.
One mother record it and I leak it. Like it's just this is like yo.
It looks staged, but listen, You can't knock the officer. The officer is doing his job, and he was very professional. And the thing is that he's just asking the names, because apparently he might write down names. It's not like there's a pre-made list. He's asking the names of the people. I just think this could have been rectified within 10 minutes if all the persons on that bus just gave Officer Dibble the name. Give him the name so he could let you in so you can go about your business. But this, I keep telling about, men and ego are going to be the biggest downfall ever. I don't know what we're matter about. Me, vice president, me equal. Of course. But the guys, your name, get your name, Mr. Anderson. The other people he wants the name. Let's give the man the name on the list and go about their business. The guy was not prohibiting them, nobody from going anywhere, and I'm glad he clarified that. He said, I need the names for you to go. So it's one bag of ego, and I am so disappointed in them because none of them are doing it for the love of Jamaica football. All of them are doing it for some position, some post, some publicity. It's just not the love for the football. It's just too much drama. Then people make it one for can see a Netflix, a Peacock, your Hulu subscription and just tune into them and the league video them.
BM says Cataract is road manager for Raymond. Raymond a musty artist. JFF should partner with Netflix. The soap opera never ends. End quote. Yeah, Junior, go ahead.
Before you cut out the show, Benton, I want to officially invite Mr. Raymond Anderson without cataract to the show for live interview. And I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. 100% serious. And we're going to reach out to him and hopefully he'll come to take part. We just want to put out there that we're not a scripted show. So when you guys do your research and you hear my voice, we're not going to be scripting questions. We want to have a one-on-one conversation with you about the state of Jamaican football and what you will do to get Jamaican football better. I'm giving us the opportunity to hear what we can expect if you get the post. We really, really, really would like to have them on the show.
Yeah, he released his manifesto this week, so some of us have read it, but it would be good to talk to him in more detail. I ain't that we'll have more information on this next week, as Kamon said. January 14th is the election, right? The JFF presidential election.
Mm-hmm. And the sitting president is confident that he will have the votes to retain the seat.
I'm the most confident when me hear Raymond and company are run. Big up yourself, Mr. Addison. Yeah, big up to Sean White said Total Dolly House, JFF. Big up to all the listeners. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button. Remember to share. Big up to all Chelsea fans. We know say you listen weekly. All I want regardless of the outcome, even though the stomach strong. Big up in yourself. And come on, we're glad to hear your voice. Glad to hear your voice again. Because the show get too regular with Junior week time. Too much Manchester United.
Why leak you with straight bullet? Every time you just leak me with straight bullets up.
It was a cause I go on.
Yo, people, connect with us on Instagram at Ballchat Podcast. We're on Twitter, our X, formerly Twitter at Ballchat1. We're on Facebook at Ballchat. Yo, chat safely out the road, family. Have a wonderful week and be safe. Yo, come on, Junior, we're going on the road,